All right, happy Friday to everybody out there. I know I am very glad it's Friday. Very glad. Last week was a rough week. This week was it's been a step in the right direction, but still I'm just kind of feeling a little worn down. But that's kind of a lot of that's the give and take with training. If you're training right and you're training hard enough, there's gonna be days and sometimes even weeks where you're just feeling the effects of training so hard. So you got to kind of just live with the consequences, really. But as long as you respond the right way to oh, I think I might be officially out. That sucks. But anyways, if you, as long as you respond the right way to feeling run down like this, maybe take an extra rest day like I did, or just still work out, but maybe not do as much or not go as heavy, whatever it is, whatever works for you. But you got to do something. You can't just keep training the same way when you're starting to feel run down like that. Man, I know I can squeeze a little bit more out of this. Come on. There we go. Now I've been saying this for months, really, saying how I'm running low on that. I need to get more. I think that's it. I think that is it. But yeah, if you can't tell, we're doing something a little different today. We're gonna start with some shoulder press. You guys know I like to do shoulder press. Like, okay, I'll say this again. If you bench press a lot like I do, flat, incline especially, and even decline to a lesser extent, you're going to use some front delts. So I have really good front delt development. So I don't shoulder press, but maybe once a month. Sometimes not even that. Maybe once every 6 weeks or something. But I do it just to keep it in there and make sure my shoulders are used to pushing some decent weight. And that's really the main reason. But so yeah. But I'm thinking I'm only going to do like maybe 2 sets here. Honestly, because like I said, I do so much pressing already. I don't really need to kind of overdo it or overkill it here. I think 2 sets would be enough. So like why do more than what I need to? You know. Um, again, I might get to the second set and be like, fuck it, let's do three, because I'm probably gonna do three of everything else after this. We'll see. I would like to just stick to two and then move on to back and then after that really on the rest of the shoulder stuff really focus on the side and rear delts. But anyways, I got 225 on here. Um, let's see what I can do with it. Like I said, I only do this like once every 6 weeks, so I haven't really made any improvements in terms of reps with this weight. But I'm always floating around the same number. If it's a good day, 10 or 11, maybe even 12. Really good day. A lesser day, maybe 9. So as long as I don't get below that, you know, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Because like I said, I don't do this enough to really get that much better at it. I don't know. That's my thinking. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking like that. Maybe if you're just genuinely getting stronger, like in general, maybe you think you should be getting better. But I feel like, at least for me, I'm a very specific. Like if I want to get better at something, I need to specifically do it, and not like I'm not saying only it, but it needs to be part of my training. This isn't a part of my training enough to get better. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let me shut up and do it. Damn. Uh, okay, that wasn't, or not wasn't, that didn't feel like one of my better days. But I've noticed this a lot of times when I have a good day, like yesterday on the incline bench. I had a pretty good day. The weight felt light. I was going really slow and still getting a lot of reps. So when I have a day like that, a lot of times the next day might not be as good. And if it is, then usually the day after that kind of takes a hit. You know what I mean? It's like you can only go so many days before maybe you have a day. And also, maybe this is it. Maybe I'll just be not bullshit right now, but not last night, but the night before, I didn't get much sleep. Maybe I'm finally starting to feel the effects because yesterday I didn't feel the effects at all. I had a good chest day. So, I don't know. It was 10 reps on a, so we'll call it like an average day. It wasn't terrible. Definitely not my best. Anyways, I think I could say safely I'll probably only do 2 sets just by the feel of this first one, you know? Never say never, but I'm thinking just one more. So, anyway, let's just do one more for sure and then we'll go off that. Holy crap. That feels rough today. I'm starting to wonder if it is just because, well, one, I'm not really used to doing shoulder press enough, but also it's almost like I can feel, I just don't have the same, I guess, just strength that I did yesterday. Like the weights already just today feel heavier in general than they did when I did incline bench. So maybe that was such a good incline bench session yesterday. I'm feeling the effects of it from today. Could be anything, you know, but I know I just feel it. I feel it. Yeah, let's just call it 2 sets. I'm not even gonna do a drop set. Let's move on to back. All right, so here we are again, doing some lat pull downs. But I'm gonna use. Oh man, what do I want to do here? We'll start off a little what might potentially be light. If I need to go up, I will. But the difference here is instead of using the same grip or handle, whatever you want to call it, that I always use, I'm gonna do the close grip one. Just a little bit different. I mean, generally you're working your back, all kind of the same, but there are little minute differences when you switch hand widths and supination and non-supinated. So we're gonna use a close one, non-supinated. So the back of our hands will be facing us. 3 sets. Like I said, this might be kind of light. Fuck, I don't know. It might feel heavy at this point with how shoulder press felt. But I'm thinking it'd be maybe just a tad bit light. We'll see though. Let's just do it and see. All right, that was even lighter than I was expecting. Let's go up a couple. We'll do it again. Oh shit, now we're getting somewhere. That was much better. Everything about it was better. I felt more connected to what I was doing, where I actually wanted to feel the tension and the burn. Okay, that was good. Let's do one more, and I might do a drop set on this one because that felt good. We'll see how the next one goes though. Whew. Okay, now we're really starting to get somewhere. What started off as kind of just felt off and not my best. I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not warming up properly, or at least not enough, which used to never be a problem. But I'm starting to notice this. Like the first set or two feels a little shaky, and then you get to the third and fourth and beyond, and stuff starts clicking more. Usually, it means you're not warmed up properly. Because if you are in the first set, it should feel pretty good if it's going to be a good day. Anyways, that doesn't matter right now. I'm starting to feel really good now. My lats and back are on fire. So let's move on to probably just standing side lateral raises. All right, so normally on my shoulder and back day, I am starting with what I'm about to do, which is standing side lateral raises. Normally I start with it, so I do like the 60s or 65-pound dumbbells. But considering I've already done a little bit of shoulders, some heavy compound lifting, 3 sets of back with a drop set, I'm already starting to feel pretty pumped. So I don't want grip is always a factor here for me because the heavier you go, I mean, one, the wider the handles get. Not much, but a little bit. At least it feels like it. Maybe they don't. Um, But anyway, since they're heavier, it's just more weight you gotta hold while being up like this, and it's just, at least for me, a lot of times my grip starts to starts to wane on me a little bit. So to avoid that, considering what I've already done and saying that, instead of the 60s, I think I'm gonna work with the 50s today. A little bit lighter, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think it'll be good for me today. Maybe go a little slower. Might get a little bit more reps on the first set or two. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I'm gonna work the 50s. So let's just see what. Let me grab them. I'm talking a lot today. Let me just grab the 50s. Shut up and do it. All right, it made it look like I could have done 3 or 4 more, but feeling the weight and actually being the one doing it, maybe could have got 1 or 2 more. But obviously, I just decided to stop. Save it for the next couple sets. As long as you get within, I mean, everybody has such different opinions on this. I don't know. There's the scientific side that supposedly proves the perfect method, but I think it's a feel thing. Some days going to failure on almost every set feels great. I just feel like an animal. I have a ton of energy. I feel strong. Others days, not so much. So, should you go to failure on almost every set when you feel like that? Probably not. I think it's just a feel thing, which sadly, um, you get better at that the longer you do this. So if you're a novice lifter, it's just, it might be harder to kind of judge. But I say all that to say, I kind of just felt like I should stop on the rep that I stopped at, even though I could have done 1 or 2 more. And then we'll keep it going on the next few sets here. One more, guys. Let's do a little drop set. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep back rolling with this modified row pull down that I do. I really need to see if there's a name for it. I don't know if there is. Maybe make my own up. But yeah, it's kind of a. I would say it has more lat down in it, like more lat pull down in it than a row. If I had to like say percentage wise, but there's still enough of the kind of the feeling of a row that it I don't know, just feels different. It feels cool. It hits my back in a different way, and I don't have to go crazy heavy for it to work, which is also a plus. So this is one of those things where not every exercise is going to appeal to every person. So you gotta just kind of try with trial and error and see what works for you and what doesn't. So this works for me as of right now, at least. You know, maybe after a while I'll get tired of it and throw something else in, and then come back to this later down the road. But for now, it's working. So let's go just a little bit heavier. All right, I'm picking up the tempo a little bit here, just going a little bit faster with my rest periods, mainly because, like I said on the first set, it doesn't take a lot of weight for this particular exercise to kind of work for me. So since I'm going a little lighter, why not quicken up the pace a little bit, make it a little harder in that way. Anyways, uh, let's just do one more. And who am I kidding? I see myself doing a drop set. One more in a drop set. And honestly, that might be all the back I do today. Only 6 sets with 2 drop sets. So if you want to call that 8, we got to think I already trained back once this week. And I usually do like 10 to 12, 13 sets on that day. So I don't have to go crazy. This is just kind of like a extra day to get my back some more stimulus and potentially grow even more, even faster, because I'm in it twice instead of once. But I don't need a lot to do that. You know what I mean? So I think one more on a drop set would be fine. Move on to a little bit of rear delts, and we'll see after that. Man, I don't know what the deal is. I'm not complaining. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. But from the very first set of the lat pull downs that I did, my fucking lats are like destroyed. It's that deep burn as if you're kind of still sore, but I didn't feel sore at all, like at all. It's just, I think I'm just hitting my lats that good, which is awesome. It's like a deep burn, you know what I'm saying? Woo. Oh, I love that shit. Fucking love it. Let's go do some rear delts. Keep this simple with just some reverse pec deck. Hit the rear delts nice and isolated. Don't have to worry about stability or nothing. Just controlling the weight and making sure my rear delts are getting worked. So pretty simple stuff. I have it on 170, which for this machine on a reverse pec deck is pretty heavy, honestly. But I remember the last time I did this, which again it's been a while. So the last time I did this, if I remember right, the 170 was pretty manageable. So I'm gonna try it again. Like I said, it's been a while, so don't laugh at me if it's fucking heavy. I think I could do it though. I did the 150, which is the one notch above it, and it felt pretty easy. So not bad. Let's stay with that weight and do two more. One more. I think that might be it. Now, there's a chance that I might do, and I know I said yesterday I might have to quit doing this lower chest 4 times a week, but I might do some really lightweight stuff, just enough to kind of break the muscle down a little bit, get some more blood in there, and try to potentially just get a little bit more response in terms of growth. But if I do something like that for lower chest here in a couple minutes, it's not going to be a crazy in terms of weight, or well, it's still going to be intense. So let me kind of stop right there. It'll still be intense, but I don't even think I'll record it. The next video you guys will probably see will be me getting ready to pose. So, but I will say, I just want to be transparent. I probably will do a little bit of lower chest. I might stay right here actually and do that one where I stick my butt way far out, change the angle to where it's kind of hitting my lower chest more, but just go kind of light, really slow, and just squeeze my chest as hard as I can. Anyways, I'm starting to ramble again, so you guys kind of get what I'm gonna do. All right, what do you say we see what kind of pump I'm working with here? And I did. I'll admit it. I did do some lower chest, just like I said I probably would. But I'm proud of myself because I picked a weight that was pretty light. That say I'm going about like this pace, pretty slow. Um, the first set I did like 20 reps, and I did not go up in weight at all, even though I was very tempted to. I was like, just kept telling myself, this is just kind of the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? I don't need to kill myself here. It's just trying to get more blood in there, a little bit more breakdown. And if I feel I actually feel really good, really good. So I think I need to adjust my camera, something like that. Let's try it. Let's do the shirt and try it. All right, the workout was so good that I was able to give so much effort. By the time I started posing, I'm pretty cooked, pretty fucking exhausted. And I guess that's the goal. If by the time you get to the end of your workout and you're not at least a little bit, I mean shit, come on, at least a little bit exhausted, you probably didn't train hard enough. And it's safe to say I am there. So I caught a glimpse of my forearm. I wanted to see what it looked like. Anyways, That's it. Time to rest for at least a day. I will be back Sunday. I am not going to take Sunday off again, probably for a long, long time. So I'll get a much needed rest day, just one day. Be back Sunday to hit some legs. Might even fuck around and have some fun since I took off this past Sunday. Might do some free weight barbell back squats. Try to hit that PR with 505. As long as I feel good, you know what I mean? It all depends on that. But let's get out of here. Let's go enjoy the rest of the weekend.